Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Monday night game of City Chronicles, a Mutants and Masterminds game. Before we jump into tonight's game, I do want to do my typical shout-outs and get that out of the way. First and foremost, that nice little postcard that's in the middle of the screen there for visiting Cape City is brought to you through the Roll20 app. Allows us to create maps and situations for our players to see, as well as share any artwork we want to share with our viewers as well as our players. And also allows us to play at the same time. So you can tell we're all kind of spread out. Some in Georgia, some in other states. So if you haven't had a chance to check them out, go to Roll20 and check it out. Another shout out that is Hero Forge. Hero Forge is a website that allows you to create a miniature using fantasy style, Western style, or futuristic. You can do any kind of poses, equipment. You can also do mounts if you wish, or animal companions. And if you want to put the animal companions and the mounts on the same base as your character, I believe you can do that too, because now you can actually put two characters on one base. Anyway, if you haven't had a chance to check them out, go to heroforge.com. If you subscribe, you can actually create a digital version of your characters that you can use in digital games, such as on Roll20, Foundry, and Fantasy Grounds. Our last shout out is GUICube. GUICube is a world that was created several years ago by the company of GUICube. It's a D&D style world, and it's been expanded upon by the community. They've had contributors over the last several years add to the already existing story. So you may have a DM out there or a player who had something they really enjoyed or a character they really loved playing. You may actually find that in the world of Xayathe. So go to GUICube.com and check them out and see what they've got. They just sent out their Darkenhaven books. And I know I got mine, and several others have posted that they've gotten theirs as well. So go check out GUICube. Now, we have actual sponsors. First and foremost is W Energy. They are a good manufacturer practice certified product that is formulated to give you focus without jitters or crash. It has no calories, no sugar, and no fillers. If you put in the code ROLLHITDIE at checkout, you'll get 10% off your purchase. You can find them at w.gg. Our other sponsor is Humble Bundle, a website that sells games, ebook software, and other digital products. Their mission is to support charity while providing you with awesome content. Use the same code ROLLHITDIE to let them know where you heard about them from. And I'm a little dark here, so let me go ahead and shed a little light on the subject. There we go. Let's see. Also, if you're watching us on Twitch, you'll notice down below, little bio tells you a little bit about us. Gives you an idea of some of the live games we actually play. But also down below it, you'll notice right after our tags for X, you'll notice our links for Extra Life and Roll Hit Die website. If you click on the link for Extra Life, it takes you to their website and allows you to give to the Children's Miracle Network at any point in time throughout the year when you can and when you'd like to. The website, of course, is our website. Marcus Scott has been working on that. Got some stuff from our D&D game on our Saturday night game, as well as some from our previous Sunday night game. But his claim to fame, of course, is the shop. So go down there, check it out, get you some swag based off our show. You can get shirts, mugs, rugs, different things, including the symbol in the bottom right-hand corner. You can get that put on it. You can get some stuff from any of our previous games, such as our previous Mutants and Masterminds game, or our Vampire the Masquerade games. Keep checking back, because there's always things added to it. Right now, we're looking for possibly getting a shirt made that has a dinosaur chasing people and eating it, and it says Dinosaur Puberty or something like that on it. Don't know where that came from, but it's we're working on getting a shirt for that. If you're also watching us on Twitch, down below near the chat bar, you'll notice what looks like a bubble. We call that a chaos bubble. That bubble, the longer you watch our show, or consecutively watch our show, or do some raids, there's all sorts of algorithms involved, and I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but the point is you earn points as you watch our program. Those points you collect, you can spend to cause chaos in any of our games throughout Roll Hit Die here. We have made it different things here and there, but for this one you can cause chaos, or you can give a player a hero point. It's 1,000 for both of those. Those are turned on. If you watch our D&D, it's other chaos things, longer list, and of course our organized play on Wednesdays is a plus or minus 2. Either way, you collect points, you can spend it to add your little bit of flavor into our game. So let's see, what is that? Don't care about that. I think that's pretty much it as far as announcements and stuff are concerned. I don't think anybody here has a shout out they'd like to give. Well, with that, I will go ahead and hand it off to Gerald to jump us into tonight's chaotic finale, or however it's going to work. Are we going to live? Are we going to die? Are we going to be peaceful? Are we going to retire of old age in the woods somewhere? We'll see. Take it away, Gerald.
Well, alright, folks. We're in the end game now. Uh, we have come to the end of the campaign. Before we even get started, I want to thank everybody who's watched. I want to thank everybody who's played. I hope this is a good finale. So when last we saw our brave protagonists, we'll stick with protagonists. They were on their way to St. Louis to the main laboratory of Humanix, a company that makes prosthetics and cybernetics, a company that Aku's father, a company that there's been some evidence that Aku's father was abducted by after his alleged death and disappearance. So, we're on our way to find out. So I'm going to ask you folks, what are you doing? How are you approaching this situation? You have the address, you know where it is.
Well, we need to get over to St. Louis.
We were dropping off survivors or rescuees at the train station somewhere on the way to St. Louis, so I think that's where we left off, is at this train station.
And we're also going to pick up Aku.
Yeah. So you've got everybody loaded up, ready to go. Is there anything you're going to try to do on the way? Because you guys were in Baltimore. Is there anything you're going to try to do on your way across country? Because it's kind of a haul between Maryland and yeah. So is there anything you guys are going to get up to?
I'm pretty sure we can't get plane tickets. I don't think any of us are on the fly zone.
No.
I mean, you have to have ID to get on a plane.
If you want, Lucas, I know you're going to need to sleep a little bit. You want me to drive?
Who's driving?
Well, do you want me to drive since, you're probably going to need to rest before we get there?
I don't personally have a problem with it. I mean, you can drive, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've probably learned it, at least if you didn't already beforehand, from whatever you've devoured over the last 3 or 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
A little too much.
I mean, sure. He tosses you the keys.
Okay.
he goes and sits in the back seat without the seatbelt on, just goes to sleep.
Excellent.
Okay. One of my forms is activating. And Gerald, I'm going to type it in for you.
I see nothing going wrong with this plan. Nothing at all.
I'll drive shotgun with him. If anything drastic starts to happen, I'll stomp on the imaginary brake on my side of the car.
Yes.
Somebody's got to do that. That's the job.
I mean, if we're really worried about it, we could always go to one of those driving schools and steal a driving car, and you won't have to be on imaginary brake.
And actually, we would notice that his eyes are right now kind of amber in color. His face hasn't changed, but his eyes have definitely changed. And he gets behind the wheel, and he seems to kind of take a moment and kind of check over the car. Then he gets into the driver's side and peels out. And before long, we are doing well over 100. on I-70.
And and Lucas is still out like a light in the back seat.
And Liam is probably holding that passenger side brake down as hard as he can.
You know, they say a lot about if you're stiff when you crash, it breaks more. I don't think I can unstiff it. My legs won't move.
And he seems to be weaving in and out of traffic very skillfully.
But you are getting cut off a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
He does get over into like the emergency lanes every so often when somebody cuts him off. But yeah, this is a highly offensive driving.
So you somehow make the journey without injury in about 9 hours.
And you're pretty sure we passed at least one police car.
Yeah, definitely. You passed one, like, on the shoulder. Like, you were on the shoulder and they were in the lane. But they didn't follow.
probably looked at the thing and says, nope, not today. Nope.
It's like, yeah, I'll give tickets to the ones I can catch. So, you make it there. And the lab is... what's the name of the place? St. Louis University. It is adjacent to St. Louis University.
Oh, good driving here, Kenny.
Oh, you're welcome.
What's wrong with Liam?
Yeah,
Liam, let go of the door handle. You can get out now.
Liam goes to step out of the vehicle, and yet you've seen people walk as if they're made of wooden beams that are not connected properly. I'm but a puppet to this world. As I stiffly get out, fall to his knees, and kiss the ground, thanking God that is no longer moving.
It's an odd thing to do, but all right.
How did you sleep through that? You were asleep the whole time.
Yeah, I mean it's just a car. I mean it's not like it's not a 130 flying through combat zones or nothing. Did I miss something?
Are you okay, Liam?
I'll be all right.
Good. Just breathe.
Has Aku got out of the car yet?
Yeah. Fairly quiet. Just
Did Aku spend time going through all the data we downloaded?
yeah. Which is mostly why they're quiet.
Alright, well, I guess we're here, so what's the game plan?
Well, it's Christmas Day.
It is Christmas Day.
Oh,
Which explains the light traffic.
Yeah.
Light traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, luckily there weren't a lot of people on the road, so we made good time.
Look at Liam for a response.
Occasionally just twitches.
I mean, do you need a bag or something? Because you're looking a little green around the gills, Liam.
I'm... Just ignore me. Do what you gotta do. And Liam spends some time catching his breath, and will join everybody once the world has stopped spinning.
Yeah, it doesn't really take you that long to shake it off. You can run pretty fast, so I mean, speed's not the problem.
Oh, it's the start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. At that velocity, it's like being on a roller coaster. Did you know Liam cannot do roller coasters?
I don't know that.
How do we want to deal with this? Do you just want to go in?
Well, what information we garnered from all that stuff we took from the other labs? Is there anything we need to know before we go in here?
Yeah, we might be totally fucked.
I mean, elaborate on the totally fucked part, just to
Well, let's say there was a contest. Uh, these guys would be winning.
All right, I think I'm still. You mean as far as the creating stuff and
Yeah.
What do you mean by winning? Like, do they have things like the Vipers?
They're called ironclads.
Ironclads, and what's yeah, just like out of game, what are they what did I discover about them?
Uh, Essentially, they are human volunteers that have been cybernetically augmented, enhanced strength and toughness, enhanced senses, nano regeneration.
Wow. Yeah, I'll convey all that.
all right. So then, how do you want to do this? Front door, roof, just burn it to the ground.
Mm,
At this point, really, what's your goal? Do you want to get your pops out, or is it just to make a statement?
I will tell you when I know too. I guess the main thing I want right now is answers.
Okay, so we need to get to their computers.
And talking it out's not an option, right?
I mean, there will be plenty of talking. I don't know if it's going to do anything.
Well, look, it's Christmas Day, so this is probably our best chance of getting in there.
So while they're discussing and trying to figure it out, I'll pull out. Do we have any like spyglass, binoculars, or something like that? Actually, never mind. No, my eyes aren't good, but I'll use my hearing and sense of smell to try to determine, you know, anything living nearby,
Yes.
and see if I can pick up different, distinct sounds of uh, guards or whatever to find out how many we might have to deal with.
There are a number of what seem to be regular human guards walking the perimeter. Um, they are they are armed. They may be wearing like a light bulletproof vest or something like that. But that's all you can see from them.
Okay. Alright, so. Oops. Screwed that up. Do you have any floor plans in that list of things you were looking over during the. However long the trip was? Man, he slept through like that in a while.
Not so much, no. Not the kind of thing they keep on their own archives.
Alright, well, like I said, how do you want to do this? I'm not big on infiltration. I usually kick the doors down, and it's not always the best method. So, you tell me what you want to do.
I always like to scout before I make a decision, but
All right. Well, is there any good high advantage point to this building we can get to so you can do a proper scout?
Well, Master
So
Roach
it's right.
over here might be able to just scout just fine without anything from us.
Oh, you talking about Bug Boy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Master
I
Roachy
mean-
over here.
Well, Roach, Rat. I mean, I'm sure he could.
I mean, if you want me to, I'll get up on the roof and try to go in.
If you can determine the best place for us to go in,
Yeah, if the place
that
is
would
unguarded,
satisfy Akko's needs, and then we'll make it happen.
and my size, I guess. Well, I mean, I'm not full grown yet, so I guess we're good. We could die
Okay.
hard this thing, I guess.
I'm going to put my communicator on the ground, and I'll turn into a large raven and grab it and fly up to the roof.
All right. It's only a 3-story building,
Okay.
so it doesn't take much to get up there. Now there are AC units, as best you can tell, air filtration.
Mhm.
But you don't see any doorways or hatches or anything like that. You do see a ladder built onto the building that seems to come up here. So that's probably how they do the maintenance on the
Access.
AC units.
I'll just use the AC units to get in. I'll turn into a set of cockroaches and
Okay.
start going through the building.
You get in, and in not very far, you find that they have a fairly aggressive filtration system
Okay.
that would block your ability to get through unless you wanted to actually try to make some kind of hole or something like that to get through.
That's what I will start doing then.
All right. So staying in cockroach form.
Truthfully, at this point, something like a rat might be better. So,
So you rat it out.
yep.
All right. So you turn into a rat and you start gnawing at this filter. And it takes a bit, but you do manage to get through.
Okay.
And you are in the ventilation system.
And so I will wander through the building and kind of learn about the layout.
The third floor appears to have some sort of machinery, some large not tanks like the kind of tanks you've seen people in, but tanks of different types of fluids.
Mhm.
You see in a couple of those tanks there seem to be machine parts in the tank that are I don't know, being treated with whatever chemicals are in the tank. You see several people. You see two people wearing lab coats. You
Mm-hmm.
see three regular human-sized individuals that um, seem to have like armor plating and cybernetic limbs and uh, things like that. And then you see two more that are exaggerated versions, maybe rougher versions. These may have been uh, prototypes or something like that. Everything seems a
Mm-hmm.
little bulkier. But they seem to be sticking fairly close to these individuals in lab coats.
Okay.
The three normal human-ish ones seem to be guarding doorways. There are three doors that come into this area, and they appear to be guarding those doorways.
Okay. Um. Okay, that's the third floor.
The second floor appears to be servers, computers, um, like a security. It looks like they have to go through like a security uh, system to get into this area. But on this floor, you have like a lot of computers and then you go to one section and there appear to be like small bedrooms. Um, like probably four bedrooms, but they have like pairs of bunk beds in them.
Mm-hmm.
And they have access. They have like a access to a small bathroom
Okay.
for each one. Um,
Okay, the computer room.
mhm.
Um, are there any terminals?
Yes.
Okay. Do I see anything that might look like Wi-Fi, or
What
is it
does
all
Wi-Fi
hard?
look like?
Well, I'm looking to see if there are any routers.
Make me a technology roll.
Okay, in this form, it's not great. So
That's the form that's looking. So
I know, I know.
Hey.
Hold on. I did not pull that one up, but it should be the same score. Okay. Did it come through yet?
Yeah, you get 11.
yeah, it's an 11.
Okay.
So you don't see anything that stands out to you as something that would be transmitting,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not certain.
Okay. Okay. Um, Cameras in this room, and are there terminals?
Um, there don't seem to be any cameras. Once you get past that security area,
Mm-hmm.
there don't seem to be any cameras.
Okay.
I will let you make a perception check, though.
Okay. It's still the same. Character. Oh, that's actually good.
That's pretty good. They don't have cameras, but they do have motion sensors.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I will move to the form where my eyes are black. And, well, in a moment I will. Do I think I can drop into the computer room?
I mean, if you get over the vent and become something heavier, probably.
Okay. That's what I will. Well, yeah, I'll go on and do that.
Okay.
And I'm using my morphic adaptation in this form to basically be invisible to motion sensors.
All right.
And I'm pumping up my technology so I can try to hack into their computer and send a feed to Aku.
Okay. Make me a technology roll. Actually, I'll have you and Aku make a technology roll. All right. So, you are able to get into their system, and they don't actually have Wi-Fi, but they have a hard line, like a dedicated line that goes in. But you can get into their system, and you can send an email to Aku
Okay.
with access
A back
information,
door?
a backdoor,
Okay.
essentially. Yeah.
Okay. After I do that, I will try to get back into the air conditioning system.
Okay.
And as I do that, I'll turn back into a rat and start climbing in.
All right. So Aku, the information that you're getting is all encrypted, but you are able to break the encryption. What sorts of things are you looking for? Because there's a lot of information.
I guess the main thing I'd be looking for is what's the sorry, what are their successful trials? If they have like any restricted or highly restricted areas and why.
Yeah, the third floor laboratory is highly restricted. It is the R&D lab.
Mm-hmm.
The second and third floor are highly restricted. Anything past it's called security zone. Anything past the security zone is highly restricted, and there is no civilian access.
Okay. So it seems like the security on the, I guess, upper floors would be higher. So the
Yes.
roof is probably not a good ingress point.
Well, Kenny went up there and did not find any access points from the roof.
What time is it?
Uh, it is. Let's see. You were in Baltimore. You drove 9.5 hours.
And it was
Uh,
past midnight.
yeah. So it's about 10:30 in the morning on Christmas Day.
Hmm. And I'm starting to think that your whole just going through the front door plan is probably our best bet.
I mean, I could do a. I'm sure I can do some sort of distraction for you if you really want to try to go through the front door.
I can double down with him.
Well, I mean, look at me. I can pretty much turn invisible without turning invisible. I'm
I'm
homeless.
right there
People
with
don't
you.
pay attention to homeless people. But
Mhm.
it is Christmas Day. I'm sure I can find an old, nasty, dirty Santa suit somewhere. Throw that sucker on and be a distraction.
Can I get back up and get on the communicator?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, Kenny will then call y'all and say, I may have a way of distracting them.
Darn, I was looking forward to putting on the Santa suit. All right, what you got?
Well, okay. I've realized I can change into a lot of different forms, and there are some that have a odor to them. And if I just sit in the air conditioning system past the filter, I mean, I could be a skunk and start spraying skunk juice all over the air conditioning system.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, okay. You think that would run them out? I mean, it's a pretty good sized building. How much skunk juice do you need to spray for that to be effective?
I don't know, but it'll be in the air conditioning system. Oh, there are some people on the third floor. There are, two scientists, a couple guys that appear to be in metal, have metal put all over their body. Some look to be guards. There are at least 3 guards on the door.
Now the guards also had metal.
Yes,
It
yeah,
just wasn't as
Bulky.
much.
nice.
Yeah. Well, it might be nicer. It's just not as big.
Okay. I think these are the ironclads Aku mentioned.
All right.
Now, the other option is I could also just fly up, turn into a T-Rex, and drop down on the building. I mean, that might create an opening on the third floor.
Why do I think I've seen that in a TikTok video or something? Never mind.
What corner of
Probably.
TikTok have you managed to find?
Some Asian guy that says, if you really want to kill somebody, you polymorph them, throw them up in the air, and then turn them into a T-Rex and let them drop, or something along those lines.
You've seen that.
You turn them into something small. You put them in a bazooka. You shoot that up as high as it'll go. They'll die from the explosion, or at least the form will. But they're still in the air somewhere. And what goes up must come down.
Yeah, something like that.
So, I mean, those are two ways I could easily create a distraction. Or maybe an interpretive dance on the second floor.
Interpret. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I was just trying to figure out what the hell an interpretive dance was.
I don't know either.
Well, I mean, as far as it goes, we're right back where we started. Do we just want to go in through the front door? Get this party rolling? Or we're
Yeah.
going to be spicy and go through the back door?
I think we just need to burn the building down. They've got their employees working on Christmas Day. Who does that these days? What?
It's your call.
Nobody?
Yeah, I think this is your party, Aku.
What the hell? All right, fine.
Hey, we're just.
I don't know where your father is.
This is your cat. We're just holding the tail.
That's right.
What in the hell does that mean? That's not a saying.
Robert Talltale's Tavern got you redeemed some points and got you a hero point.
Oh, woohoo! Oh, I'm not on the page.
He didn't
Do
realize
I need
it.
to grab one? No, I
I
can't do it that.
I've
Oh,
already
you
put
did.
one
Okay.
on.
All right, well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you guys would be a little bit more inconspicuous than I would.
What?
At least you're
I
wearing
think
street clothes and not like whatever.
I think your outfit's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not. It's the kind of thing that gets you noticed.
That's kind of the point, isn't it? You notice? Anyway, so what are we gonna do? You wanna run on in the front door?
Go in.
Do you want to go through the roof? Try to find a way to get in, blow a hole in the ceiling or something? I'm sure that'll work.
I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing we could really do is go in through the front door.
All right, am I going to find a place to steal a Santa suit, or are we doing this a little differently?
Steal a Santa? No, I don't think that'll be necessary.
You know, I'm kind of down for it, though. I mean, if we want a 3 men and a baby, 3 Santas and an elf, this could happen.
No.
It would make the story that much better if we just don't make it. Imagine the news article on that one. If we're going down, we could go down in a blaze of red and white glory.
I'm going to tell you how this looks in my head. You've got the Salvation Army Santa ringing the bell on the street corner, and then there's just a blur that comes in, from the side of the... And then loud clanging of the bell, but Santa just gets blasted off the other way.
A few seconds later, a guy in his underwear appears at the Santa Bell.
Very confused. What happened? So, I mean, if you want to do it, I already have the image. You don't have to describe what happens. But if you want to go a different way, that's fine too.
Screw it. There's a guy from the Salvation Army standing in his underwear.
Come to find out, there's 2 of them at least.
I will come back down.
Apparently, there's a holiday Santa emoji on Twitch.
leave it to Marcus to use it.
I'm going to come back down. Aku, somebody suggested something to me, and I think I might be able to help you be a little bit more inconspicuous.
About that time, Lucas shows up dressed as Santa.
Or at least maybe
it's
help
alright, I
you
suppose.
look like Santa.
What? You mean I don't look like
Aku?
Santa like this?
Mm.
Well, would you like me to try to help you be more concealed?
What the?
You know what? Sure, fine. Why not?
I'm going to touch Aku's shoulder, and I'm going to become a bodysuit. A Santa bodysuit.
Sorry, I didn't notice it the first time we did it. The second time, you see all the little Santas floating up the screen.
I know, I loved it. Thank you, Marcus. But I'm going to do a venom for Aku. I'm gonna basically become a symbiotic bodysuit for her over her regular one.
That's a little disturbing. Whatever. All right, so.
Very disturbing.
And I will. He's given us chaos. And I'll turn it
I
into
don't
a
know
Santa.
how to add chaos to this.
Welcome to our show. Hey, yeah.
So, Aku, how do you feel about this right now?
I feel like it was going to happen regardless.
I feel warm. I feel so warm. It's gross.
it's slimy. So yes, take a moment to think about this, Aku. You are literally inside Kenny's body. Just throw that out there to you.
No. I refuse to think about it.
I refuse to think about this. It's just happening. That's all. This is only a moment in time.
So I will go down to the front of the building, walk towards the side of it like I'm not giving a shit, and start pissing on the side of the building. Well within view of whatever guards are out front.
So one of the guards kind of walks by and like he turns and sees you. He shakes his head. And he goes back into the building. And he walks out of the door. And he walks over in the direction toward you. And he says, "Hey man, we'd really appreciate it if you found somewhere else to do that, but you know,
Don't talk. It stops if you talk.
yeah, I was hoping it would.
Nope. Let me finish.
I really wish you wouldn't. Wow, that has
I'm amazed you
an
didn't
aroma. But I mean, okay, hurry up.
Hey, I got a question. Have you been a good
Yeah,
boy
you're
this year or a bad boy? I left my naughty and nice list at home.
Well, that highly depends on who you ask. But I mean, maybe this will help. And he holds out a brown paper sack, that's like folded and rolled down from the top to about halfway. He kind of holds it up to you. He says, "Merry Christmas, Santa."
Okay.
You know,
Zip.
close up before you take it.
I go to turn while I'm still to pull back and pull everything away. Using my senses, is there anybody else that can be able to see him and myself?
Probably the rest of your team, unless they're doing
My
something
team doesn't
else.
matter.
Okay.
I'm more concerned with. I'm more concerned with them. What we got here? Good girl. Okay.
There may be some other people inside. You're not 100% sure. There may be. There are other people inside. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I know there's
Don't
inside.
know if they're. And there are external cameras on the street. You don't know if anybody's watching them.
Okay. What's in the bag?
It
sandwich or
smells. It smells like food. Yeah.
Okay. The other, I say two because now one of them has emerged. Where are they located at? My party.
Where is the rest
Well, actually,
of the
I
party
will
located?
look down as I'm putting things away and go, "Are you in position yet?"
I'm sorry. What?
You got to make sure it doesn't get caught in a zipper.
Oh, okay.
My way of asking over the comms if my other two party members are in position.
Yeah, I mean, Aku, I don't know where you are, so.
Aku's
Yeah,
inside
I
you.
don't
What do you
know
mean
what-
you don't know where he's at? Or she's at?
Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
I don't know where we are.
Yes, I don't know where we are.
In your Power Ranger morph suit over here.
Yep.
No, it's more like the Guyver.
It's
Probably.
1,000 bugs in a Santa suit.
Yeah.
We are Kenny.
Bum, 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 bum.
There's the chaos. It gets caught in the zipper. No.
Yeah. There's so much going on.
It's fine. I got a healing factor. It'll heal. Anyway, the object is if I got to where I could notice whether the cameras are looking towards or away, if there's a bit of a blind spot with this guy, I want to see about knocking him out, hiding him in the bushes so he doesn't get caught in any of the melee.
Who's been kind?
Punch him now so you don't have to punch him later.
Well, knock him unconscious so he doesn't have to get eaten later.
Ah.
Well, that's true.
Okay. So you want to just make a swing? Is that
Yeah,
where we're
sure.
at here?
Alright, where'd my character sheet go? Alright. So here it is. There we go. That's both hands, so if there's a difference. It's got multi-attack on it, so if there's the difference deal for the DC for the save.
Yeah. You go, ow! And he kind of like ducks his head down. He's like, oh, wait. And he looks up, and about that time, as he looks up, you like swing around and just punch him right in the jaw. And he goes down.
And I will pull him into the bush, and I will...
Where you peed?
No. I'll pull him to the side away from the urine. I'm not going to do that. I'll find a pin on him, and I'll write on the bag, nice list, and then leave it on his chest. And eat the sandwich that's in it, of course.
Sure. So you're walking in the building in the Santa suit, just eating a sandwich.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's no need to add chaos to this. So, what are the rest of you doing?
Liam looks to the tube and says, "It is probably best for me and, well, y'all, that I just go ahead and go stealth and just shadow you. Because the time it takes me to get ready and the ruining of the clothes and all the I'll be right back." And so he goes back to the car, takes his stuff off, puts his clothes away, begins the transformation, and then stealths out from behind the vehicle and comes out to the rest of them, and just kind of lightly body checks the two of them, like, "Hey, I'm here,"
Okay.
Okay.
To let them know that I'm ready to roll. And about that time, we hear something on the radio about being in position. And so he's like nudging you to respond.
Your comms are probably still open. You say something, yeah, I just want to make sure I don't get my dick caught in my zipper.
Not what the comms are for.
So you see this brown paper sack kind of fly up in the air and then fall back down. What are you doing?
Why?
What are you guys doing?
So are y'all heading in, or
About this time, I guess, walking around the corner, Santa eating a sandwich.
Um. Sorry.
I believe we should take the guard sack out first. There's one.
Let's go take
there's
out the
a
rest of the
desk.
garbage.
There's a desk inside where the guard like they'll sit there for a while and then they'll get up and do a circuit and then they'll come back. But that's the guy that's now laying in a bush.
Aku, I'm going to conceal us, and I'm using concealment affects others.
Okay. Well, you and others. Okay.
Yeah, me and others.
Okay.
Me and others. It's the +1.
All right. So you are concealed. Is it just visual? Is it all senses?
Visual and hearing.
Visual and hearing. All right. So what are y'all doing? So, I mean, Lucas just beat up a security guard outside, and now you're all kind of standing there. So, what's the next move?
I mean, I took
Did
out
the
the
guard
guy.
have a key?
I'll go back and look. I didn't check. I just put him in the bushes and walked away. Maybe somebody responded to me on the comms. He mumbles to himself as he walks away, but apparently his comms are still open.
I'm still open.
So he digs around to see if there's a key card or a key or any, a weapon.
There is a key ring and a key card.
All right, I will snatch both of those. Does he have a weapon?
No.
Does he have a cell phone?
Yes.
I will snatch that too.
Okay.
Here. Hand those to Kenny or whatever facsimile. Oh, you guys are concealed. How good's your concealment? I know you said sound and sight, but what about
Sound
smell?
and sight.
You can still smell them.
Yeah, I'm saying I can smell
Yeah.
you, so I will pretty much walk up right to where you're standing and hold out the key and the key card. There you go.
So is it a
Thanks.
pseudopod or a hand that takes them?
Probably a hand.
It's just streaky in so many ways. Oh, whatever.
Yeah. So a pseudopod will come out and get it.
Okay. So, do you go up to the door?
Yes.
All right.
That is the plan.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will just
All right.
continue walking as I am. I won't even bother to hide.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already
Aku,
disguised, so it doesn't matter.
my pseudopod in this form is not very dexterous, so I make sure the keys are in Aku's hands and the key card
All right.
are easily grabbable by Aku.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready to go in. Are you guys?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm right here.
All right. So you head into the first floor. It appears to mostly be. I mean, it's pretty empty. You don't see anyone sitting at the desk, which you assume is like the security desk. Um, you can hear like Christmas music playing over the intercom system. There is like a fruit basket on the desk that has been opened and it's like partially eaten. There's like orange peel on the desk.
As we come in, I'm
Uh,
gonna make sure the actual doors are locked back.
okay.
Are there any cameras on the desk in front of where the guard would sit?
Yeah, there are some monitors there. Well, there's one monitor and it kind of switches between cameras every few minutes.
All right.
And as you're watching, you can see that there are two more guards separately patrolling. Uh, you can't exactly tell where they are because you don't know the building.
Right. We just see them on the monitor walking.
Yeah.
Do we see anything on any floor above the first that
You don't know. They're
that
not
Kenny
labeled.
would recognize?
Um, I mean, mostly what you're seeing is just hallways. You do see the Keeney. You do notice a shot of the second floor security station.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't seem to be active at present.
Okay.
There's like a one of those like the corral things that when there's a long line somewhere they put up the like the web strap that they
Yeah.
put up
Like
the
a
stanchions with the little extendable web strap.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of those that kind of goes all the way across, and it says "closed, no entry."
Okay.
And then there's all kinds of like metal detectors and like body scanners and everything there.
Mm-hmm.
And then behind them you can see like there are uh, large heavy doors, and you can't see anything beyond that
Okay.
on the monitor.
Okay. I relayed this all.
all right. Well, I mean, you said you saw what rooms we need to go to.
Well, I mean, I know that the third floor has those creepy guys. I don't know where Aku's father is. The second floor has all the computers.
Do we even know what Aku's father looks like?
No.
Has Aku ever shared that tidbit of data?
Not really, no.
Actually, you did see him in the Project Athena picture.
Oh, there's
Oh,
that.
Well,
that's
that's
right.
He was
true.
in that picture. Now, whether or not any of you remember him from that picture, that's another thing.
There a roll for that? Do we need a roll
Uh,
for that?
an intellect roll?
Let's see if I even remember what you look like, my good man. Mm-mm. Probably not.
Yeah, no, that doesn't. You don't remember.
Well, it says I rolled an 8 on the dice, +2, and then there's a -2 coming from somewhere. Don't know why. So I'm going to say that's actually a 10.
Condition, maybe? You got a condition active?
No. Oh, I do. Thank you. That's correct. So it's a 10. Good call. Good call.
All right. So 10 is still not. I mean, it was a picture you saw. Uh, there were a bunch of people. as far as like identifying any one of them, maybe if you saw them, but as far as just remembering what they look like, not really.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, so I'm guessing Kenny didn't either. Is
So
that
I didn't even. Yeah.
because I figured you walked around and saw the scientist, and maybe you would have recognized whether or not he was in there.
I can try.
It's not bad, but it's still you're not really sure.
Yeah. I really wasn't looking at their faces.
You just saw lab coats, and that's all that mattered.
Well, yeah, and trying
Kinda.
not to open the vent and kill them all, but yes.
All right. Well, I mean, we're not going to get anywhere standing down here listening. Do I hear like footsteps by any chance coming down any like hallways?
Make me a perception check.
Where's perception, perception, perception? And here we go. Really? Let me make sure all mine's rolling. Yeah, I rolled a 3. So it's 14.
All right. You don't hear any footsteps or anything like that. You can hear like the heat is running. But you don't hear any footsteps. You don't hear anybody like talking or whistling or anything like that. It is definitely that Mariah Carey song. But other than that, that's what you get. Maybe that just overrides all the other senses.
Yeah, it's one of those. I've heard that song way too many times coming out of storefronts. It's overrated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hearing anything, so it's I guess find the stairwell and go up. You didn't find the elevators, right?
No, I didn't really look for those.
There are no elevators. It's all stairs.
Well, I mean,
Upsetting.
at least with an elevator, you could like climb up the shaft of the elevator and not be seen. But well, let's take the stairs.
So on your way to the stairs, you run into one of the security guards, and he turns the corner. And does he actually see anybody?
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. You been a good boy or a bad boy this year?
Who the hell are you?
I'm fucking Santa. Who the hell's it look like?
Is this some kind of joke or something? You gotta get out of here, man. We are not open, and you're not supposed to be in here anyway.
Look, I got a job to do. So I need to know, have you been a good boy or a bad boy this year? And I'm trying to keep his attention so the other two that are actually, the three or whatever is invisible, can get into position.
You gotta go. How did you even get in here?
I put my finger to the side of my nose and came through the air conditioning vents. How else do you think Santa gets into buildings?
And then while he says that, about that time, the guy who he's talking to feels something nudge him on the hip.
All right, so he kind of spins to look.
He sees nothing.
Right. It's like, and he's like looking around. It's like,
Then I take the flat side of my claw, and I'm just gonna put a little teardrop like line down the side of his face. It's
Okay.
It's okay. We never know if we were good or bad. It
is
just
that
kind
an
of happens.
intimidate check?
It's whatever you need it to be.
I need to know what you intend it to be.
Freak him out.
What are you trying to accomplish?
My goal is to make him think he is crazy. He's seeing Santa Claus. He's feeling weird shit. It's the middle of Christmas Eve. Did I take something? Am I high? What's going on?
Maybe that's a deception.
Sanity.
Delightful. We'll go for deception. Oh my god!
Like, what the hell is going on? Look, man, you gotta go.
I will stand still long enough to vanish.
Now, with this freaking out moment,
The hell were in those cookies?
does he just start
Daryl!
going?
And he starts stomping toward the front of the building.
There we go, and we're following him in.
No, he's going to the front. He's going where you came from.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's going out.
delightful. Oh, perfect. Then then away we go.
Yes.
Well, that was.
As a note to people who might be watching, we're not really heroes.
No, Aku's a professional.
Protagonist.
Aku is the professional.
Not
yes,
heroes.
We're protagonists.
So, you managed to find the stairwell. Do you head up to the second floor?
Yeah.
All right. So you make it up to the second floor. You open the door from the stairwell to the main area.
Just make sure there's like some sort of alarm or anything on it before we open it.
Okay. Make me an investigation. Whoever's good at that.
It ain't me.
Sounds like an Aku.
Hey, Aku, do you want to make sure there's like no fire alarm like thing attached to this door?
My investigation's not great either.
Aha! I found your weakness.
I mean, I could try it, but
Okay, so I will. Whoever's got the highest investigation will make a roll, but if anybody else actually has any ranks in investigation or has jack of all trades and is able to actually make an investigation roll, you can roll and try to aid.
I have 0 in investigation. I don't have jack of all trades, so it won't be me.
Okay.
Same for me.
Okay. Keeney?
No. We don't want Kenny to try investigation in this form.
All right. So, Aku, it's just you
okay, cool.
with
Here we
whatever
go.
you got. Whatever you got, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh,
Sure, it's
we'll do
fine.
well.
You got a +5. You're doing great.
Fuck off.
Yeah. See, there's no need to infuse chaos in the situation.
It will create itself.
It will create itself.
3 minutes.
Chaos was already on the disc.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when back in the day when your buddy would make you a mix CD and like there'd be like 3 or 4 songs that were just like crazy thrash metal and then like boom, here's a song from the Disney Afternoon soundtrack. You know, just good times.
4th song in. Let it go. Let it go.
That was like the Gummy Bears theme song or Chippendale Rescue Rangers, DuckTales.
Woo.
DuckTales. It's a great time.
Yeah, just interspersed. They did not have the Darkwing Duck song on the Disney Afternoon soundtrack, which I found egregious. But anyway,
So you were the guy.
enough of my mid '90s trauma or early '90s trauma.
Sorry, this made me start thinking about Danger Mouse now. So,
So we,
All right.
I guess
see
we
a little
open the
mouse
door.
with an eye patch in the future.
Yes.
So you open the door, and as far as you know, there's you open the door and the lights come on.
All right. Well, if there's somebody in the hallway, they know this door got opened. So, which direction we need to go, Kenny?
I'm not sure. I was in a air vent. Um, so I'll try to get my bearings and try to figure out which way I need to go.
Yeah, you figure it out. You look around. It's like, I don't think I saw. Oh, I saw that. I remember that. So you find that, and you kind of navigate toward this security station.
I will use my senses to see if I pick up any movement or breathing or smells of like cologne or whatever.
You do get a smell of cologne, but it's not super recent. I mean, it was today, but it wasn't like it's been gone a while.
It's not like somebody's walking around here with it on.
Yeah.
Okay. But no sounds of like steps or anything?
No.
Well, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
So you head up to the security station, and there are metal detectors and body scanners and some big old doors.
All right, and of course a camera, right?
Yes, there's cameras kind of all over the place up here.
All right. Any cameras that are pointed towards the security station,
Yes.
I would like to disable.
Okay.
Like reach up,
How?
and pull the plug or something.
Okay.
No, let's not do that because that would be too obvious. My hands are kind of greasy from the ham sandwich, from the sandwich, I guess, and I'll just kind of smear it across the lens.
Okay. A little mustard smear on it.
Yeah.
What is on that camera? Ah, the stupid cookies. Where the hell is Daryl? Daryl's taking a nap in a bush outside.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, how do you proceed through the security station?
And you said there's doors blocking us from going through it?
Yeah, there's like a row of there's like the metal detector arches. There's two of those, and then there's like the conveyor belt scanners and everything, and then there's like the body scanners, like they have at the airports now. And then once you get past that little gauntlet, there's these doors. They're tall and they're wide. It looks like if both doors were opened at the same time, they can move something fairly large through there.
Now, these scanners are all operational and on right now, correct? Lights blinking, that fun stuff.
Yeah. But
Um.
they would be easy to walk around.
Oh, well, then just walk around them.
Oh, okay.
So you go up to the doors.
Yes.
Yeah, got a keypad or what is it, a key fob or anything like that?
It has a lock.
Well, I'd say I turn and look at Kenny, but, we can't really be seen, so
Mm-hmm.
I gave you the keys and see if it worked.
Aku,
Yep.
you have the keys. So.
Oh, I thought he was talking to you. Shit. Okay.
Well, I handed him to
Yeah, but
Kenny,
I mean,
but you
I'm
were
on you.
inside Kenny at the time, so...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's bring that back up. All right.
Oh, we're not letting that go.
Canon
Alright,
finale
yeah,
event.
jeez.
Describe your finale in 3 words.
Probably a key card, right?
Dude and another dude.
Well, technically, Aku's female, so it's not
Right.
really that way. It'd be a chick inside a dude.
I think you're making it worse.
Yes, we're not trying to make it better.
The think was there for your benefit. All right, whatever. Yeah, I'm ready to go in.
All right, so you have a key ring and a locked door.
It's just a key ring. Okay.
Yeah. There's
All
like a
right.
dozen keys on this key ring.
Fuck. All right, I'll try the first one.
All right. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 12.
Seven.
Roll. I'm gonna roll a d12 and see if you hit it.
Got it.
No, that's not it.
Mm-mm.
2, 3, 4, 5 times. It takes you 5 times, and you are certain that you tried the same key at least once.
Yes.
I even tell you, wait a minute, didn't you just try that key?
I'm sorry, I did not apply number values to the keys.
You gotta, when you put the key in, you gotta lift up in the lock a little bit and then turn.
Thank you for the tutorial on opening the door.
I'm wrapped in Guy.
And if it's a safety lock, you turn it, and then you gotta turn it the entire 360 again for it to roll over the other bolt.
You know what? I'm sure this is useful information. Go ahead and send me a YouTube video of it.
What's a YouTube video?
I'm gonna go get the lockpicking lawyer. He's a great channel. He'll tell you all about it.
I'm assuming
I can't really
it works.
tell with the fact we're all stealthing. Plus, you've got that mask on. Are you getting frustrated or anything, there, Aku? Are you all right?
Also, wrapped in dude.
Wrapped in, dude.
Well, their heart rate has gone up a little bit.
Getting implies some sort of journey. No, I am already there. I live in frustration. I am not on my way to it. It's my goddamn neighborhood.
Oh, well. I guess it's not a beautiful day in the neighborhood then.
I will just... never mind. No, I'm doing nothing. I'm opening the door.
All right. So you open the door, and you can immediately hear the hum of servers.
It's like we're in the right place.
I have actually determined that Aku can't stand Lucas after the fact that Lucas keeps calling her the professional.
Mm-mm.
There are some rooms where people sleep in back, but no one was there.
What?
He said there was
on the
rooms in the
floor.
back where people were sleeping, but there was nobody
No,
there.
could sleep. Nobody was there then.
Okay, maybe it's just like that kind of operation where like people can't like leave.
Well, I mean,
So-
they are making them work on Christmas Day, so maybe they make them work long hours and they have to sleep at the office.
Yeah, but where is everyone?
I don't know. Kenny, didn't you say you saw some people? That's
Third
the
floor.
third floor, right?
So there are people on the third floor, nobody on the first
Two.
two?
Well, I mean, there
I
was
didn't see
security, but
any.
we made him go nuts, so... Do you want to check one of these servers and see if there's any information on them you want to throw out there to the spider web or the whatever the hell it's called?
Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll try that. It probably has like, I don't know, is there like a hub or something?
Well, we hear the line of servers, so I figure we're in the server room now, right?
Well, we're in a room with servers. I couldn't really say if it's...
There are terminals.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and log into one of the terminals.
Okay, make me a technology check. Okay. You can get into the server. Now, what is your goal? What are you trying to do?
Okay, let's see. Can I access any? What can I access? What do I have access to?
There are a bunch of files that detail medical cybernetic. It has schematics for cybernetic implants, for cybernetic limbs, and sensory enhancements. With various this is series one. Series one was an abject failure, and it goes through like all the different series.
It feels like they're pulling information from everyone. It's like they're trying everything that each of the other like labs were trying, except for like all at once.
Well, theirs are specifically cybernetic, and they're not trying to do
Not
any sort of
genetic.
genetic manipulation.
Okay, so like yeah, when you say like medical stuff, it's more about like surgery and the like.
Yeah, was the implant rejected?
Got it.
Uh,
Okay. So they're not in the biological aspect of it. Okay, that's fine.
right.
All right. So anybody here know what a cyborg is?
Cyborg.
There's a character on Teen Titans.
Close enough. It's
Wasn't
basically
it a Van Damme movie back in the day, I think?
also technically true,
They
but
did Transformers too.
Transformers is a cartoon.
Yeah. Terminator? Was that the other? That was what it was called.
Yeah, Terminator was back in yeah. I remember
no,
that.
I don't know if Terminator counts. I mean, it's like it reverses where the machine is as opposed to the.
Your
You know
blood
what?
pressure
That's the
seems
point.
to be going
That's
up,
the point.
Aku.
The point.
I'm sure there's a YouTube video on it. Difference between.
Let's stick with the Van Damme movie. So basically, if I'm reading this right, they've successfully created Van Dams.
Well, Van Damme was just a fighter, wasn't he?
Okay, hold on.
From
I
the
gotta see
movie
if I can
Cyborg.
change the name.
Well, yeah, but see,
Van Dams.
uh, I don't understand how like kickboxer, martial artists, and you just teach people that. You don't need this fancy machinery for all that.
Okay.
Out of character, the cyborg was actually the female that they were supposed to be escorting across the United States. Van Damme was just a regular guy.
I will assume you're correct. Because I always get Cyborg and Universal Soldier confused.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would be it. Universal Soldier. They used implants on them, didn't they, to bring them back and can try to control them? Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. The point.
Player was throwing it off there. I apologize.
Say what?
I said that was the player throwing it off there. I apologize.
No, it's all right. It's fine.
I mean, my character causes enough chaos. Player doesn't need to add to it.
The point is, I think they might have some fucking badasses on the payroll.
All right, so
Everything I'm reading says that these people are willingly submitting to these experiments that will basically push their bodies beyond what is humanly possible. And they're supplementing them with, or those limitations with machines. Half robot, half man.
RoboCop.
RoboCop is an excellent example. I think these might have more dynamic movement than RoboCop, though.
I think. Yeah, this is a Peter. Who was that? Who was that? Peter was it Weller? Who was in that?
Yeah, Peter Weller. Right?
Yeah.
RoboCop was Peter Weller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I've seen that one. Yeah, I got you. That was a little clunky. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from. So we got to look out for RoboCops.
You know what? Close enough. Yes, we have to look out for RoboCops. In
Which
fact,
probably
I would-
describes the ones you saw around the guys up in the second floor anyway. The old versions. Alright, so.
But-
Yeah.
But this is kind of, I don't know. I kind of get the impression that these guys are trained. Like, I think this might be more than just your typical, street urchin, like, taken off and, like, or kidnapped and being experimented on. I think these are actual, like, fucking
Volunteers?
soldiers.
Professional soldiers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're not trying to. I mean, well, still, they abducted your old man, right?
I mean,
So whether or not the
Yes.
whether or not the byproduct, like me and Kenny, were abducted, at least the scientists may have been.
I hope to hell that that's what happened.
Yeah, I would too if it was my old man. So, what's our plan? Do we leave it be, or do you still want to continue to see if we can find? Did you find any information on your pops in that system?
No, unfortunately not.
There are no personnel records. All the subjects are referred to by number.
Okay, well, let's see. What I'm specifically going to see if I can find is if maybe there's a explanation of the augmentations.
Okay.
That way, if we do run into them, we'll know what we're facing beforehand.
Let's see.
Hey, while you're at it, check to see if there's any kind of like, what is the word I'm looking for? I know I've seen it on some movie. Shielding, to the implants or whatever, just in case EMP. I think that's right, EMP. I can't remember what that
Okay.
stands for, but I remember hearing it used on a show or something. It shuts down electronics.
Yeah. No, I know. I used one. Well,
Yeah, we did use something similar not too long ago, didn't we?
Are they vulnerable to water?
I would imagine that was probably the first thing to shield against on the list.
Yeah, that would
But
be
I'll
really
check.
terrible to have
No.
super soldiers that you could hit with a super soaker and be done with them.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay.
Fucking
It's a water balloon arrow.
a bordello of blood.
Well, I mean, I was just wondering, we could always just start the sprinkler systems.
I mean, it could cause some chaos if we did, but I don't know if it'll help out in hindering any of the obstructions in our way. I suppose is the way word I'm looking for. Anyway,
Makes the fight scenes more impressive.
yeah, here it says a cinematic effect.
We want to just pull the fire alarm and call it good.
We're done. Clink.
I don't think that would be a good idea. I think that would hinder us more than them.
All right. You wanted information about their upgrades.
Yes.
The what's being called standard or Series 6 has a greatly enhanced strength. Let me look up
I'll be right back.
lift capacity 100 tons.
That's significant.
Enhanced reflexes. And then it has neuroblockers, internal defibrillator, nano recovery medics, sensory enhancements, enhanced night vision, enhanced range of hearing and vision, ability enhanced sensory range, the ability to see and hear in a broader spectrum than normal humans. And all-around vision. They have installed ocular sensors in addition to their normal eyesight.
Jesus. Okay. That seems bad.
Now, the Series 5s. Similar, however, there is enhanced armor and a hydraulic grip enhancement. Capable of crushing. And then you find a bunch of stuff that says like Series 3 project canceled, Series 2 project cancel, and then you see Series 1. And Series 1 is significantly different. To the point where it's a lot like RoboCop. Mostly it's a human consciousness that is essentially piloting a robot suit. Lifting strength is 400 tons.
Oh. Well, that's not insignificant.
It is powered by a small-scale nuclear reactor. With similar information about body plating. There's no sensory upgrades on this one. Apparently those came later, perhaps in Series 2 or 3. But this one is, all sorts of immunities. Poison has no effect. Diseases have no effect. Does not breathe, does not eat. Entirely powered by the reactor.
Reactor.
Yeah,
Reactor.
the mini
Powered
nuclear
by
reactor.
a small-scale nuclear reactor. Microscale. Yeah, that's the information you find out about what they've been doing here.
Okay. So, yeah, we might die.
Well,
That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
are we going to go in and try to get your dad?
Ideally, yes. I'm not optimistic.
Okay.
How
Who
many?
needs optimism?
Yeah, how many scientists did you say was in there on the second floor?
2.
Just two. Both of them are male.
No,
I
you
really
saw
wasn't
one male,
looking.
one female.
Okay. Did the male look
One
like
male, one female, maybe.
it? And how old did the male look?
Really wasn't paying that much attention.
I mean, all right.
Okay, look. When I see white coats, I
I
have this
understand. You
urge.
got that little that you gotta keep
Yeah.
that in check. Copy that. All right.
Yeah.
You're like a bull, but it's white coats instead of red capes. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a 50-50 chance that he's in there. So if you're ready, we can just go try to bust heads, and if nothing else, you can get a hold of your old man and get the hell out. Have you already downloaded and sent out all the information you found off the servers here?
Yeah, what I could get.
So the only-
What you've actually done is created a backdoor vulnerability,
Yeah.
so that once you are off site, you can actually you've got a kind of like a torrent feed going to another server. Okay, where do you want to send this data? I will let you pick.
Basically, that makes the most sense because it's too much to just take. So I'm just gonna give myself access to it in the future. I am not going to try to explain that to anyone. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
Solid.
All right. So
So either way, you get a hold of your old man, you get the hell out, you're fine. The rest of us, I mean, Kenny can scatter if necessary, and I think Liam can disappear, right?
I'm good at that.
Yeah, I can do the best I can to hold them off until I have to, beat feet too. But it sounds like that's the only thing we're worried about is getting the scientists free if they're here against their own free will, or whatever the word is. What do I know? I was eating garbage 2 weeks ago. So
all right.
we doing this?
So
Yep.
I am going to call a quick break
Okay.
before we enter into this last bit. So I'm going to go grab a drink, make sure the dogs have what they need,
All right.
and we'll be back in a few minutes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go
Okay.
too far. We'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. And deciding where we're going to, what we're going to do. It looks like we're going to go straight in and cause some chaos. Try to free
So,
some
are you
scientists.
going to try to stealth and sneak, or are you going to kick doors?
I think stealth to get up there and then kick door in.
Okay.
Might be a good idea.
So, Keeney, you remember from being able to see the room that there are 3 doors that go into the room with the scientists and all the cyborgs.
Okay. And there were guards on each of them.
And there were guards standing inside of each door.
Okay.
Literally
I relay that
standing in
information.
front of the door.
I relay that information.
So there are 2 doors along one wall, and there's 1 door along another wall.
Go through the one door? I ask.
I mean, it's good enough for
I mean,
me.
that's
Let's
Okay.
make it happen, Captain.
Okay. So who is going to hit the door first?
We do know there's a guard on the other end, so no matter whether we're stealthed or not, it's going to cause an issue, right?
Right.
Yep.
Alright, so I will do it first. Ho ho ho.
And as a note, I'm going full defensive this round and using my pseudopod deflection to help Aku.
Okay.
So I will. Well, the door's locked. I will test it first before I just kick it open. Right?
The door is locked. You do have that nice keychain. Key ring.
In inward open or outward open?
It would be an inward open.
So it'd be in towards them. All right. You know what? I will quietly try to sort through the keys and see which one actually starts to turn the lock, but I won't turn the lock until I know. So try to do it stealthily if that matters.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
What the hell? All right. Well, dice rolls are kind of crappy. How's a 13 looking?
It exists. It is a number. It is in fact a number. So it takes you a bit of trying to find the right key, but eventually you find it.
So then I will. I won't hold fingers up because ain't nobody gonna see it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I will be visible as Santa Claus, and I will do the 1, 2, 3, turn it and show it open. If I come face to face with the guard, I will do the whole ho 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 thing.
Alright, so you should be able to see the facility.
Right. Which door did it come through? Down here?
Down here.
Oh, that door. Okay.
The one where you're all lined up.
Yeah. So, open the door, see the guy standing there, and ho 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 ho, Merry Christmas. Have you been a good boy or a naughty boy this year? And that'll be my distraction once again, so everybody else can get in the door. Hopefully.
He says, "It is what it is, old man. Good, bad, or otherwise." So everybody roll initiative.
Yeah. Clicky. And clicky.
Here you are.
Oh, I didn't have my character tagged.
Oh, me either. Like a dummy.
I did not
So
either.
let me do that again.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Aku,
don't
you're
think
in there.
any of us.
Aku's in there with a 14.
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't either, but maybe I'm thinking of Forge? No?
I don't know.
Let me pull Kenny out because I can't actually click on that other one.
Apparently, I've got
And
a cool
I'll
tuxedo,
move it back to
scary
what it
shadow
was.
figure icon for Liam Kennedy hybrid form. All right.
As far as I know, always has been.
Never seen that until just now.
Okay. Do you have a image for the hybrid form?
Oh no,
Okay, well that's the image then.
this works.
All right. So let's see.
I'm just putting Kenny off to the side of Aku
Let's,
instead of in front.
well, it is not. It is not using the updated names. Yeah, apparently. All right. So, Lucas,
Yes.
you are coming in the door. You ho 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 the guy, and he's just kind of standing there.
Just standing there, no body language, no alertness, no pulling a weapon.
I mean, he's not pulling a weapon.
Well, if he'll, I guess he doesn't matter if he lets me or not. I will sidestep so the door's open still and I'm just not in it. What the fuck? Oh, you know what? I will take my action to, go Krampus on him.
Okay.
So
You
I
gonna
will
try to shove him in a sack?
No, I will enlarge, and the fur and stuff starts to pop loose, and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
still in the Santa outfit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll an intimidate.
Okay.
What the? Dice don't like me tonight, apparently. Yeah, no, yeah, he's not intimidated at all.
Yeah.
I have a plus 11 to intimidation.
Yep.
Dice are not liking me tonight. But yeah, I will do that, and that was supposed to be my form of going, intimidation. I will say, apparently you've been a naughty boy this year, so time to put you in a sack. And it just fell flat. I probably coughed halfway through it or
Okay. Shit, that's not gonna work. There's too many shadow guys. So
Yeah.
somebody's got to do something else.
I can't click on either of those shadow guys. You could probably delete one of them.
Well,
Quick step.
the one that's in front of Aku is in the initiative turn order, so. But it looks like you took care of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kini.
Kini is basically, again, getting ready to deflect to help Aku if something tries to attack her this round.
All right.
Until we can get in, and then I'll come off. But.
All right. Aku.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I can't click on anybody. Can I still do that? Yes, I can. Okay. I am going to attempt to attack the one that
It's in
Lucas.
front of the door there.
Yeah.
All
Do I have a
right.
shot or do I need to go in?
You have a shot. You can shoot through the door.
Okay, cool. I'll give it a shot. I'm just going to use a regular arrow because I'm trying to gauge what's going to happen.
Okay. Okay, you hit. But it skips off the armor plating.
Oh, this is bad.
All right. So
Did you want to go in?
Aku, did you want to move in or did you want to
Yeah,
stay
I
there?
don't. I think I'll just stay here because it seems like if I get up close, I'll have more trouble.
Okay. So Lucas, this one next to you is going to uh, attack you.
Yay.
Hey, looky there.
Wow.
You need a toughness from me?
That's a crit. Yes. I need a toughness of a 32.
Don't rightly know if I'd ever be able to get that even with a natural 20.
Yeah. Close as you can is best.
26.
Okay, so that's failed by 6, so that's 2 degrees. You take a bruise, a hit, and you will be dazed on your next turn. You only get one action.
Dazed. You said bruised. Bruised is going to
Yeah,
be...
well, it's a hit on the character sheet.
Yeah, that's right. There it is. Alright.
These two appear to do something to the door, and you hear someone shouting over here. Liam.
Liam would like to sneak in with his camouflage.
Okay.
Question is, does that even work? Do people eyes or cyborg eyes snap to me as I make my way in?
What is the exact specifications of your concealment?
My concealment, doo, 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 is concealed to normal sight.
Okay. Yes, they watch you the entire way.
Yeah. So, if you could set the scene for me here in terms of, there's obviously plenty of technology here that all looks important.
Mm-hmm.
But is there any particular part of it that just looks like, oh damn, if that was to just break, this would become very bad very fast?
Probably this big round thing, uh, with all the yellow lobes sticking off of it.
What does that look like? What does that look like that is?
Make a technology check.
So my gut says, that thing looks important. My technology says, do I know what that is? It says no.
Nope.
No clue. No
No
fucking
idea.
idea.
That seems that looks large and important and glowy.
All right.
Anything else?
Is there anything in this room that looks like it's throttling the power to this? With that technology roll, probably
No,
everything.
you have
looks-
no idea. It seems to run on some form of electricity.
All right. Well, I'm going to throw cytotoxic blades at that big thing from across the room.
I'm sorry, I was zoomed. Which big thing?
The big circle thing in the center of
The
the
big
room.
circle thing.
Yep.
All right, you're throwing poison at a machine.
I'm throwing physical blades at a machine to see if I can break into it and see if anything happens.
All right,
It's just
Is-
his blades
is it-
already have the toxin on it, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
all right.
Right.
So
So-
make me an attack roll.
Perfect. The goal being, can I hurt this thing? And if I can, does it do anything? Is it important? Procurement. 15.
15 will hit a stationary object. Let me imagine a toughness for this machine. We'll go there. That seemed to stick in something important. Like red lights start flashing around it. You hear some sort of like a bunch of different things all start making a very ominous kind of clicking sound.
A klaxon.
No, it's not a klaxon. There's no like audible alarm. But if anybody would like to roll a technology or maybe a science or anything like that, if they have it,
Maybe
you might
next round.
Nah, don't have it.
Technology is definitely what I should do.
Mm-hmm.
Aku, those sound like Geiger counters.
Oh shit!
All right,
What is it, Aku?
Mm, Ever
Lucas.
seen Chernobyl?
Big body.
No.
All right. Yeah, since the intimidation didn't really work on this fella, and I only have the one action to do, let me go ahead and remove my bruise.
Do you have regen of 10?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right.
Then I will go ahead and I guess attempt to try to subdue this guy. So I will attack him.
Okay.
The multi-attack.
All right. You hit, but not enough to create any extra damage. But he will take a bruise.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Remember why you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to move?
I want to keep this guy occupied, so that. But
Okay.
I do want to make sure I'm not in the doorway, so that anybody else can get through if they need to.
I mean, the guy is kind of blocking the doorway, but you're not.
So when I got past him, it didn't leave a gap.
It's a big door.
All right. Well, I will move. I can't recall if there's any penalty for back stepping out of combat.
No.
So yeah, I will. We'll say back stepped over here.
Okay. Is that your round?
That should do it. Yeah.
All right, Keeney.
Okay. Aku, you mentioned radiation, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Then I am going to reform and have my black eyes, and I am conceal to all sight and sound, and I am moving in. Okay, why can't I grab? There it goes. And I'm moving into the room, and I'm moving over to this because I'm immune to radiation. Have been for a while. And I'm going to go and look to see what this thing is. And since this is my form that I can access the memories, I am going to see if I can figure out what is going on here.
Okay. Okay. Technology. This is a power source. Appears to be a small-scale nuclear reactor.
Okay.
Nice.
With a big old toenail sticking out of it.
Actually, I'll be on
Big.
this side in case he does another toenail.
Yeah, big
Um,
bada boom.
uh, okay. I take it it's going critical.
It seems to have a leak.
It seems to have a
Not
leak.
not necessarily at this point going critical. Uh,
Give it time. Give it time.
but I mean it could get worse. It could certainly get worse.
Okay.
All right, Aku. Aku, you with us?
Oh, sorry. Not enthusiastic about going in there. But shit. Okay, I'm going in.
Okay.
By the way, Gerald, as I pass these things, what are these in these tubes?
Uh, Assorted fluids. Some of them have mechanical parts in them.
Okay.
Some appear to be like hands, like mechanical hands.
Okay.
All right, Aku, you said you were going in.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out my movement. Did I never fill it out? No, I feel like I did. Ground. Yeah, just ground. So, just 0. 30 feet around. Okay,
30
cool.
feet.
All right. Let's see. That'll work just fine. That's my full movement.
You still have an action. You can use it to move again, or you could maybe attack the cyborgs to either side of you, one or the other.
Okay, I'm guessing I know about this fucking reactor thing, right?
You know that there's a bunch of Geiger counters going off in the room after. You didn't actually see Liam throw the claw
Okay,
and
great.
hit it because you
So-
were still outside.
Okay, cool. Then I am going to attack the guy near the door again.
So this guy near the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. He's gonna have a -1 on this. Yep, that's fine.
Fuck.
Armor plated.
All right.
All right.
that's the end of my turn.
Now you can always use extra effort and take another action. Everybody has at least 1 hero point.
No, it won't be worth it until I know more about what's going on.
Okay. So
You're getting the scientists out of the way.
yes.
Good idea before it becomes somebody's dinner. I mean, I'm sorry, did I say that loud?
Now I'm focused on that machine right this second. So
Oh, yeah.
All right. So this guy's going to step up to Lucas and attack. Oof, that is another crit. So Lucas, I need another one of those DC 32. Oof. That's by 14. You might want to throw a hero point at that.
Yeah, let's go ahead. It's closer.
Yeah, that's better. So that's only 8. So another bruise and daze.
Alright. And the days is just remains, correct?
The daze will drop off at the end of your next turn.
Alright,
You'll
so
lose one of your actions next turn, and then you'll be fine.
just making sure that it
Well, you'll
doesn't
lose your action next turn.
Yeah, you can only make one single standard action.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, damn. I was being nice. Okay.
Alright, Aku, this guy moves up to you. Does an 18 hit your parry?
That is a phenomenal question. Is my parry just like...
Should be 10 plus whatever you got.
10
Let's
plus
just-
whatever your parry is.
Oh. Then, no.
Alright, then he missed.
Fuck yeah.
And this one kind of moves up here, and he is watching both doors. Liam.
I had to step away for a second. What is the hero point on the board for? And then
It's
how did
mine.
and then the doctor that is on the bottom right. He was inside of this side room. Why is he now down at the bottom?
Because he's being drug away by the cyborg that is beside him.
They went out this door or out?
They went
here?
out this door.
All right. I'm gonna step out. And I'm throw.
That's a window.
Oh.
This is the door.
Delightful.
We'll just throw it through the window. It'll be alright.
I will throw claws at the scientist.
Throwing claws at the scientist? Okay.
Wait a minute now. We're supposed to try to rescue at least one of them.
Well, with this, I have again the clarifying question that I always seem to have with multi-attack effect on the claws. I'm allowed to hit multiple targets.
Yes, that's true. You take a -1 for each target you're attacking. So if you're attacking 2 targets, you take a -2 penalty.
Okay. Can I hit both of these two individuals?
You can attack both of them, yes.
Yes, that's what I would like to do. Scientist on first.
That will hit.
Cyborg on the next.
That will not hit.
Okay.
So toughness for the scientist. He is bruised and dazed. Actually, he is listed as technician.
Then he has the affliction of the cytotoxin to save against.
And that's fortitude.
Yes, and every time I have to pull up that character sheet.
Yeah, it's as bad as it gets.
Yeah. Which is a myriad of little effects. I got that pulled up. Computer's just taking a second. The effects of that are disabled, defenseless, and stunned.
Okay.
And then my intent is to try to run away from the cyborg if he tries to come to me. So I'll try to dodge and run away, and then grab the scientist. Since we're trying to get one of these scientists, and that's the goal. Now that he's in a condition that he's able to be stolen, I'm going to try to steal a scientist.
All right. You have plenty of movement. You can move up to him. Do you have move by action?
Great question.
I thought so.
What section is that under?
It would be in your advantages.
I do not.
Well, all right.
I have ranged attack 11. That's the only advantage that's there.
Okay. Yeah, that's very specific. All right. So you can either use extra effort and fatigue yourself to move up there, or you can wait for next round.
I will wait for next round to. I will close the distance to here.
That's what the move by action does. You moved. You made an action. In order to continue moving, you have to have the move by action.
All right, then I will stay right here. And we're good. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Lucas.
Yep.
Well, wait. Hold on. The end of the turn. You hear that clicking, buzzing, staticky noise. Those of you who know what a Geiger counter is,
Radiation.
that noise is getting louder, more significant. The clicks are closer together. This guy says, "You have to let me go. I have to shut it down." And then Lucas.
Yep. So Lucas has apparently been playing somewhat nice the last couple rounds. The
Okay.
claws come out,
Okay.
And I will use my action to do apparently
Yes.
nothing.
All right. Do you have luck or anything like that?
I do not have luck. I have... Everything else should already be included in it.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, that's... shitty rolls. But that's me. I can't
All
do anything
right.
else. Of course, days comes off, which
Yep.
you'll probably get put back on here next round, and the bruise comes off.
Keeney.
Did you get my message?
I did.
Okay. I'm going to drop the invisible or concealed from hearing and just go, everyone get out. This isn't going to stop. I'm still invisible, but...
Right.
And I'm going to try to work on it to stop it.
Okay.
Yes, the chaos is astounding.
Let's see, where is the technology thing at? Here we go. Okay, I have a 26, and I'm
Okay.
trying.
Right. So you are working on it, and while you're messing with it, you see like sort of like a slide thing, and you slide it open, and it's glass. It's like a window, and you look inside it, and you can see an absolutely huge person, robot, cyborg,
Inside of
something
it.
inside of it, and as you look, its head raises up and it looks at you, and immediately you recognize this person.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen this person before.
Okay.
His name is Don, and he was nice to you once upon a
Ah.
time, a long, long time ago.
Okay.
But he didn't look like this then.
No. Okay. Next round, I'll try something different then.
Right? Aku.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to say this again for everybody. Remember why you're here. But Aku, it is your turn.
Is this guy your father?
Did you seriously just shout that?
Yes.
We have comms.
Well, no, I don't, because I turned into a skin suit for a while.
Oh, well, there you go.
Is it?
This machine here is kind of blocking the way. But you could move in some direction and be able to get a clearer view.
Can I get on top of the machine?
Do you have leaping?
Yeah.
Or do you
Yeah.
want to make an athletics check to get up there?
You
Not
got
worth
your
it.
like arrow thing, don't you?
Yeah, but it's not worth it. I'll just go around.
Okay. So you look at this scientist up here, and it is in fact your father.
Who's this next to him?
That is one of the larger cyborgs.
Is he being detained in some way? Is he being guarded?
He is being dragged by the arm.
Okay, that's... Yep. I'm
Don't
gonna
forget
aim...
you can power attack. I don't know if you have the advantage, but even if you don't, you can still do -2 +2.
Yeah, okay. Power attack. On
Alright.
this
There might be a place on the sheet to actually put that in. No, that's a different sheet. Sorry.
Should I just roll a d20 then?
Just roll your regular attack, whatever arrow you're trying to use to attack the guy.
Okay, I'll just use blast.
We'll subtract 2 from the attack and add 2 to the effect. They are not easy to hit, but you did hit them. So are you doing 2 or 5? Do you have the power attack advantage?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so are you doing somewhere between 2 and 5? What were you doing?
I think I'll do 5.
All right. So in the future, you have to tell me before you roll.
Got it.
So you hit, and that's 25. He seems unaffected.
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
No, I'll wait till my next turn to soil myself.
Go for the leg sweep.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So. That's their round.
They're all being smart and escaping.
Or being drug off.
These two start moving back up this way. The technician is getting dragged by his arm. This guy is going to attack Lucas. Does a 19 hit your parry?
My parry, no.
Okay. So he swung and missed. This guy moves up to Aku. Does a 22 hit your parry? Aku.
No.
Alright, he missed. This guy's going to come out here and attack Liam. Liam, does an 18 hit your parry?
Yes.
Alright. Make a DC 27 toughness save. Ouch. Do you have a hero point?
Mm-hmm.
I want to use that. Ouch. So that's an 18. That's missed by 9. So you take a hit and you will be dazed on your next turn.
Got it.
And it is your turn.
Which means I cannot take both an action or a movement, right? Not both, right?
Yeah, just one.
I've been, from the vantage point that I've had when we got in here to this point here, I've got alarm bells going off. And this
To be clear, there are no audible alarms going off. There are Geiger counters going off, and there are flashing lights.
Gotcha. Flashing mount lights. This thing hits like a truck.
Yes, that's true.
I'm gonna use all my movement, I think, to run, and with intention of buying time for everyone else.
Okay. Where are you running to?
I guess back the way we came? Through the building?
Okay.
And I assume that I'm going to be pursued, but at least it's going to take one of them off the table away from them and maybe give everybody some more time.
Well, that's if he chooses to follow you. But you take off, and you run through the building. You have quite a bit of speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you take off, and you are running down the stairs. And that is the end of the turn. So, let me... This reactor opens, and there is probably a 12-foot tall, just absolutely hulking figure. Mostly metal. These like hoses and wires and stuff are popping off, and immediately you feel like the air feels like static. I need everybody to make me a fortitude save. Everybody within 30 feet. So let me actually just, can I make a...
I'm going to re-roll this.
30 feet of him.
Everybody's out of the range except for... looks like Lucas.
Everybody in that yellow circle. That's Keeney. That's
What
over
yellow
there.
circle?
Can you guys not see the yellow circle?
Nope.
Oh, shit. I can see the yellow circle. Keeney, you are the only one that actually needs to make the save.
And I spent the hero point to make it.
Okay. Yep. Lucas, it is your turn. These Geiger counters went from clicking to just like...
And I did hear Aku state that was his dad being drug off up top, right?
Yes.
Alright, then I am going to use my move and then attack that arm and try to dislodge the arm. Not the humans, but the machines.
Okay.
And get Dad out of there.
Okay.
So,
do you happen to have the improved disarm advantage?
I do.
Okay. So go ahead and move up there and make an attack against the ironclad.
What? Ugh.
That won't do it.
Nope. I'll like that's extra effort and get fatigued for it.
Okay.
So let me go well. That's a little better.
That will hit. So he needs to make a strength DC 27 to hold on. And he does.
Alright. Let's move. It's an action. I don't think there's anything else I can currently do other than that.
Alright. Keeney.
Keeney is going to again yell, "You need to get out of here now! Everyone out!" And I'm going to look up at this thing and says, "Donnie, Be calm! As I start to turn into, well, more of a blob than I have been before.
All right.
And I'm trying to get on top, and basically, actually, it looks more like an octopus right now.
Okay.
Trying to grab hold of him.
All right.
So, let me get
Is that a grab?
this. It is going to be a grab, and I have improved grab with this.
Okay.
Just going to do. Okay, it's not actually in here, but yes. Oh, God, a 13. So I'm not really grabbing. For some reason, the improved grab did not go in.
Well, the improved
But
grab
anyway.
just means you can do it with one arm.
Well, I have multiple arms.
Right. So that should add bonuses.
Right.
The multiple arms should.
Mm-hmm.
How many ranks of extra limb do you have?
I have 8 limbs.
So that should be,
Wow.
I think, a +6. That's a
That's what I
20.
thought.
That still won't get him.
Right. I mean, I might be attached to him slightly, but not enough to stop him.
Yeah.
So.
You're all over him. You're just not stopping it.
Right.
I keep hearing Discord messages, but I can't find any new Discord messages.
It ain't on my end.
That's weird.
That's why I turned them off. They just never stop.
Correct.
Yeah, but I talk to people. I get
Ouch. Fair.
The only time I get them are DMs.
And then you're like,
right.
oh, I just got a letter.
You got mail.
Yeah. All right. Keeney, were you gonna do anything else? Extra effort, hero point, anything?
Not at this moment.
Okay. Aku.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Yeah, that's Yeah, this is bad. Okay. I think I'm just gonna try to run over here.
Okay. Go ahead and move.
And I'm gonna, like I said, run, so. Think that should get me like right here.
I don't know if you want to be right there. Maybe I scoot over right here.
Right here.
There you go.
Alright, can't really do much of anything, so I'll end my turn.
All right.
Can I try to hinder their movement a little, or no?
You have to do that on your turn.
Okay. So since the disarm didn't really work, it doesn't. I gotcha.
This guy moves up. He's going to attack Aku. He missed. This guy is going to attack Liam. Also missed. This guy is going to move up here, and he is going to try to attack Keeney. He don't know. Okay, that's statistically improbable. Oh.
But, yeah, so that's why he misses me.
Yeah.
He hears the voice.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I'm an
wild.
octopus now.
That's
Take
right.
that
Yeah,
back.
you're
I'm an
on
octopus
the
now.
guy.
So I'm on the guy. I'm
Yeah.
not invisible.
Hey, roll again just to verify that it's not. Because that 3 ones in a row, that's my luck. Or Jim's luck.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's my
It
luck
did
too.
something different. So that's a statistical improbability, but 3 nat 1s in a row.
It definitely happens sometimes.
Ah, play the lottery tonight. Okay.
Well, yeah. All right, Liam. You are running out the building?
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep this one individual distracted, and if I get the
Okay.
opportunity to catch the attention of the other one that has the scientist, I will. But my primary hope is to play chicken.
Okay. So you are running up and down trying to get him to pull away from everybody else?
That's right. Because
Okay.
I don't think I can actually hit and hurt these guys without a miracle.
Okay. So what I want you to do is roll me I don't know, give me a skill or some kind of ability. Give me something. What are you doing to make this happen? What skill or power or whatever are you using to make this happen?
I have leaping and bonuses to speed. This is helping me kind of jump,
Okay,
bounce
what's your
around.
speed rank?
4.
Okay, roll a d20 and add 4.
Okay. That works. Oh gosh, 9.
Okay. Uh, so he sees you running around, and he seems to head back into this area.
As soon as he starts making his way and he's about at the max range of distance that he can be from me, if him and I are interacting, I would try to re-engage with thrown claws. I imagine that may be next round.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
See
right.
if I can keep his attention.
So this guy, um, he's got this octopus crawling all over him. This sludge octopus. And he starts lumbering in this direction. But he does not take any aggressive action toward anyone. Lucas, him being that close to you, it feels like you're getting a sunburn.
Ah, nice.
All right. So I need Aku, Lucas, to make me a fortitude save.
Fortitude advances. I will re-roll that.
All right.
Huh.
Well, that's better at least. You were looking for a 23. Aku, you missed by 5. So you are fatigued.
Okay.
Also, your father seems to be similarly affected.
So.
All right. Lucas.
Yep. I'm going to run at that thing and try this again to try to get him to let go of
Okay.
the scientists. So I'll move up. Use my multi attack on him.
Okay. Hits. And I am just going to go ahead and say you are able to break his grasp. And now he is free.
All right. If I can, I'll grab him, fireman carry, and turn to keep running. Granted, I can't run this turn. This is what I'll
Do you have move by action?
So I'm saying I can't. I can't run this turn, so no. I've already done the run. I've hit. I don't know if
Well,
it's standard
depending
action.
on you have like super fast movement, right?
Yeah, my speed is
Okay.
way up there.
Do you have move by action?
I do not have move by action.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Just fast grab if that helps.
Yeah. So you break the grasp and you grab him. So you are now holding him. Keeney.
Okay. I need to do one thing. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. I'm going to yell one more time and say, he's unstable, he's going critical, as I start losing cohesion. And it's actually not one mouth, but a couple mouths screaming the same thing. And a couple of eyes popping out.
And the voices do not sound the same.
No, they don't. And
one
I'm
of them sounds like
a
child.
Yes. Yes. And I'm growing. In fact, by the end of this turn, I will be gargantuan.
That's big.
Yeah. And because more and more mouths are coming up and they're all talking in different voices, that means the first effect goes off, and then if I start touching people, the second. Well, I'm touching Donnie, so that goes off. But the first one is Madness. Luckily, it's a low DC, so it's just a DC 13 will save.
So
But
that is what kind of area?
Going each round. It is 60 feet.
Okay, so that is
basically anyone that can see me or hear me.
Anyone in this room. So
And that's right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, do you remember the end of Akira?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kind of what Tetsuo was going through, but I have a lot more mouths and eyes.
Fun.
Yeah.
And that's what save?
Will.
Oh, I'm going to be real great with this one. I'll be damned.
Hey, you made it.
You did fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, my rolls have been rolling tonight. I figured with only 3 in my will, that would have been shitty.
Uh-oh.
Okay, the Ironclad is now entranced.
Okay. Let's see how Donnie does. Oh, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all kinds of circuits and shit in his brain.
Yeah. And I also need to do my grapple check on him again.
How does this all sound from my vantage point way down?
You can't hear it.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to basically cover him.
Okay, so
and seep in wherever I can. So he's the only one that has to do it probably this turn. It's a DC 18 Fortitude save.
Oh, Fortitude?
Which I'm sure he can do. I will say this. If they fail the first check, it's progressive, so next round he'll go to the second degree, whoever failed.
He is...
As long as they stay in this area.
He is immune to all Fortitude effects.
Oh, okay. Then he can't be mutated. So.
Oh, that's nice. All right.
Well,
Haku.
being in this armor, I'm pretty sure he can't. So.
That's why he's immune to Fortitude effects. He's essentially a brain in a jar. It's just his jar is a giant mech suit.
Yeah.
Aku, you are fatigued. You will move at half speed. Lucas seems to have your father. Keeney is turning into a gibbering mouther.
Yeah.
Uh,
And telling everyone to get the hell out of here.
so what are you gonna do?
I am going to try to run.
Okay. You're going further in.
3. Let's see. 4, 5, 6. What's this?
A door.
Damn it. That's a window. But
Okay.
it's a window.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have the. I'm fatigued, so I can't really do anything.
You could extra effort and go exhausted. You're about to get I don't know, something horrible.
Okay.
So being sleepy might not be the worst
Okay.
outcome.
Gotcha. All right. So I'm going to use the extra effort, and I'm going to shoot an explosive arrow at the window.
Okay. The window will not resist an explosive arrow. It blasts right through. And the window is open. But that is your turn.
Okay.
The ironclad will stand and stare because that's what they are required to do. Liam, over comms, you've been hearing people say, "Get out, get out." What do you do?
Liam is gonna take that as shit's gone even further south. So
Mhm.
I will retreat. I will run out.
Okay. So, at the end of the turn, this great behemoth looks at this mass that is not consuming. That's not the right word. But
Surrounding.
encircling, and does not seem to care for that. He is going to make an attack at Keeney.
Okay. Ah, it's bludgeoning. I am immune.
Yep, he pounds at you, but nothing happens.
Yeah.
All right, and
It's like punching
everybody,
jello.
yeah, which is gross. Everybody make a fortitude save, and I do mean everybody.
22.
Oh,
Okay.
me too. Okay.
That one.
Yeah. Liam, you're out of the building. It actually isn't you.
Oh, okay. I thought it still meant me because you
Okay.
said, and I mean
Okay. Aku.
Let's see. Am I? Is this affected by exhaustion or fatigue?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. You will be you would be exhausted, but you're already exhausted, so it really doesn't do anything. But you are getting like a weird rash. That's not pleasant.
Ugh, damn it.
And Lucas.
I see out a window. I have the dock, and I will
Mhm.
dive through the window and try to get out of here.
All right. So I want you to make what kind of roll do you think would help you absorb the hit for the doctor?
I mean, what
Athletics.
for going? What is this a window leading outside? Outside?
Yes. And you are on the third floor.
I wouldn't, because as I come out the window, I would grab the side of the wall with one claw and do the slow fall,
Okay.
because I have that as an ability. Couldn't tell you where it's at. Let me bring it up. It's part of my speed. Let me check. Nope, it's not under speed. My links. I think my leaping thing, isn't it?
Okay. I don't know your sheet, man.
I know. It's one of those rhetorical questions out loud. I know I had it set in here somewhere that is part of my predator something or another that allowed me to slow fall using my claws. I'll find it and I'll give you the exact wording for it, but that's what I'm doing.
If it's slow fall, it's slow fall. That's fine.
Oh, it's under Panther's Grace, safe fall, sure-footed, and wall crawling.
Okay. Keeney.
Okay. Let's see. I'm double checking something.
So
I now take up 8 cubic feet.
okay.
I think that's right. So I am trying to surround him, and hopefully my just innate uh, immunity to radiation will help protect everyone else from it.
Okay.
As even more mouths are starting to say, run, get out of here, and they're no longer in harmony.
Right. It's like a crowd
Mm-hmm.
yelling. Does that increase the madness?
No, the madness is just the way I built it is it happens once that you see him, and then that's it. The
Oh.
mutation is every round. It keeps trying to get people.
And
But
what's the
basically,
range on that? Or is that touch?
it's just my touch. Yeah.
Okay.
So unless somebody comes up and touches me, that's not going to hit them.
Okay.
And
Aku.
once I'm over here, I'm going to start trying to calcify a little bit to kind of prevent the radiation from getting out.
Okay. Aku.
All right. Maybe.
There's an open window on this side. There's an exposed nuclear reactor on this side.
That's going critical.
Your
Did I see
dad
this-
is already out the window.
Did I see this person run?
You saw that person get drug in there.
Oh, while you're thinking, the ironclads are now defenseless.
Oh, now what?
Okay.
The
Defenseless.
ironclads are now defenseless.
Okay. I guess I'm
You are
gonna
fatigued. You moved half speed.
yeah, I know. So, there. What
Okay.
did I say?
You see a woman in a lab coat who is pressed against the wall. Her eyes are wide in fear and fright. She has a rash creeping up the side of her neck and onto her face, and she is very pale.
All right. This is a window, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Explosive arrow.
Okay. So is that all of your action?
Yes.
Okay. The Ironclad are going to move over here. And they are going to touch Keeney.
Okay. So every round it's a DC 18 fortitude check while they are in contact.
Okay, first one definitely takes it. Second one does not.
The first one is stunned. Next round, he will be transformed.
Nice. And these guys actually start running.
Which might actually be more turning into protoplasm.
All right, Liam. You just staying out of the building?
I was told to run. What do I see from the outside of the building?
You see Lucas with a guy in a lab coat under his arm, kind of sliding down the side of the building using his claws. You see one of these Van Dams run out the building. And he's moving fast.
Does he look like he's chasing, or if he's actually running as well?
He is running.
If the people who was previously defending and going back in the building are running, that probably means it's time to keep running. So, outside there's someone in the cold, passed the shit out, with a bag of food next to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick that person up, as delicately as a murder chicken can, and try to carry him out of here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna press the go button, and I'm gonna haul ass. The
All
end.
right. Well, there's only so many times you can say "get the fuck out," right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That was made abundantly clear. And if the bad guys are running, it's probably time to run.
So, Keeney, you're trying to wrap around and absorb this guy and absorb this radiation,
Yep.
but you just can't anymore.
Yep.
The damage, the radiation, everything has gotten to this point,
Mm-hmm.
and he explodes.
Okay.
Keeney is vaporized. The
Yes.
ironclads are vaporized. Aku, the room you're in is actually a safe room, but it ain't safe from that. So I'm going to need you to make a toughness roll real high. That ain't it.
I can't spend points for you, or else I'd give you.
Aku, do you have any hero points?
Here, Can I give Aku my hero point?
I will let you use your hero point to kind of twist him around
And push him
and
away.
be able to block more, and I will let Aku make another toughness save. Aku?
The roll's there.
17.
No, that's the humanic scientist that I just rolled for.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, here it comes.
Okay. So you don't outright die. But this safe room is essentially launched out of this building and slams into a building across the street.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You are real fucked up.
How's the scientist?
Also real fucked up. You had the same level of failure. There's a genuine chance there will be permanent damage.
Makes sense.
Those of you on the street, you manage to avoid any permanent damage. You still get hit with some shrapnel from the building.
I will turn to keep the scientist from getting any of that.
Okay.
So if I have to take more in the back, I'll take more in the back.
Right.
Okay. So, I'm going to give you each a moment to describe what you do after this moment, in the coming weeks, months. So, Keeney, you're going to go last.
Yes, I know.
So, Liam.
Liam is.
Well, okay. So let me give you guys this. The back door that you put into the servers kind of didn't give much because the servers melted. But with the testimony of the people involved, these companies are probably going to go down.
Because there was kind of a minor nuclear explosion at the
There
end.
was kind of a minor nuclear explosion from one of their facilities. There are a couple people there that are willing to testify that they were in fact kidnapped and held hostage for years to work in this place.
Yeah. Did they have the proper
can
documentation
enumerate
to
all
have
the
that?
crimes. It would be nice to have some documentation, but that is all gone.
No. I mean, did they have the proper documentation stating they could have that nuclear reactor in town?
Oh no.
I mean, I'm sure there's some EPA issues there.
Yeah. So it seems like most likely at the point where we're having this conversation that something is actually going to happen to these companies that were involved in all this. And the government people who created the program, who were still heading the program, many of them are going to face something. We don't know if it's justice or not, but it's something. So, Liam, what are you doing?
Liam
Now,
probably.
they have offered you witness protection, witness relocation. Do you take it?
He probably would.
Okay.
He would probably take it with the hopes of ending up somewhere as far away from other people as possible.
Okay.
So if that means Alaska, that kind of thing is where he would kind of look for.
They actually send you to Wyoming.
Gotcha.
Because it's easier to keep track of you. But Wyoming is the least population dense state in the lower 48. So, plenty of space. So what are you doing out there?
He would probably try to get a job doing wildlife management and surveying, and try to, as much as he can, to be off the grid.
All right. Lucas, they offer you witness relocation. Do you take it?
And that's it. Just the witness relocation. Nothing above and beyond that.
What are you asking for above and beyond that?
Pain and suffering.
They agree that you have some.
Yes. I want the companies to pay for my pain and suffering.
So you want to sue the companies?
Sure.
Okay. They set you up with a lawyer who's willing to take the case. Um, Anything else? What are you? How are you filling your days?
I want Lucas is after now. I'm assuming he believes that Kenny's gone because of the explosion, and
Yes.
probably when it was over with, he ran inside to try to find Kenny. Found no remains. If he could get close enough, I mean, if he could,
You could not. It unless you have resistance to radiation or resistance to all fortitude effects or something like that.
yeah,
You
he
can't.
would have gone in as far as he could until his body was started to like deteriorate faster than he could heal,
Hmm.
and then he would come back out. So his idea would be to initially he would love to have just been out in the wild somewhere running and learning more about what this is that he has become. But in memory of Kenny, he wants to get some sort of compensation, and he's going to turn around and use that compensation to open up a like a non-profit type organization in the city that we were from to assist and protect the homeless community in that city.
Okay.
By day, by night, he's probably bought him a nice little suit and is patrolling the streets to also protect the homeless community at night from any would-be attackers or other things.
All right.
So I believe that's how he'll remain his days.
All right. Aku, after months of physical therapy, several surgeries, small
I was
skin graft.
I was actually thinking maybe like Aku's body has sort of disappeared. And I would think that the dad is like going to try to rebuild her.
Okay, so
Oh,
Aku actually died.
Or just really badly damaged.
Or, yeah, just like barely alive,
We have the
So it's
technology. We can
it's the
rebuild her.
$6 billion Aku.
basically.
Okay.
Did we
And
All
say
maybe
right.
the words rebuild her?
Yeah.
What?
if like we decide to do this again, I'll bring her back as a different kind of character.
All right. And now Keeney.
well, blowing up Heaney is probably the worst thing that could happen because a cloud of his cells has gone miles and miles now, and these are the mutating forms of his cells. Now, Lucas and Liam are okay because they already contain some of his genetics, so he can't affect them. And luckily, they were protecting people. But reports come out that whatever happened, it mutated people in large swaths of St. Louis. And most of the people died, except for those in their teen years who seem to survive but gain abilities. Now,
Kitty's the catalyst that
later
starts the superheroes.
later that day, or actually the next morning, as they're starting to work on bodies, one of the people freaks out as a cockroach crawls out of one of the dead bodies, one of the dead mutated bodies, and you know, panning back, there are cockroaches all over the streets. Well, because cockroaches survived the nuclear blast, and by the end of the day, they've kind of all gathered in an alleyway, and they start to reform, and Keeney uh, stands up and kind of staggers out from the alleyway, and he sees helicopters and realizes something bad has happened, and listening to the voices in his head, he conceals himself and starts moving off north. And the next morning, he is banging on a door at the Conception Abbey, and when it opens, he just says one word: sanctuary. And yes, Heaney has unleashed superpowers.
Yep, and there is a monument to Kenny in the city that we came from. So
Cake City.
yeah, it's what was Kenny's last name?
He didn't have one because
I thought
Heaney actually wasn't a name.
you'd given a name.
It, well, he had tried, but Heaney actually stood for Kensington. Hold on, let me see if I can remember. Um, oh shoot, where is it? Let me see. Um,
Well, anyway, there's a building with a plaque on it that has Kenny's name on it. It's like in memory of Kenny.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was basically his experimental code.
Yeah, his sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Gotcha.
Because Lucas doesn't know it's a code name. He thinks that was the name you actually had.
Right. Yeah, it was basically his experimental code. The other thing is, Keeney also released all the information on how to create genetically engineered soldiers.
Wait, you started this?
No. The back at Kensington Lab, remember he released all the information? He didn't redact it on how they created the soldiers.
I have what you sent me as far as what the name is.
Oh, okay.
Kensington Experimental Neonate Nasalis Third Iteration. They called him Keeney instead of using the full descriptor.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounded like a
because he was an experimental animal. He was not considered human by them.
Because you can't do experiments on humans.
No.
Exactly.
Well, all right, folks. That is the campaign. If we do happen to revisit these characters, perhaps in the future, maybe we'll see in which directions the powers may have moved. In addition to being all bashed to holy hell, Aku did get a little dose of that Kini juice, too.
Yeah.
So those powers could go in any kind of direction.
Did
Her
the scientist
dad also got... she did survive. She also got some of the Kini juice, but she didn't die from it for some reason. She also is not showing any signs of mutation. So maybe she was inoculated in some kind of way.
Interesting.
Also, your dad, same situation. No mutation. As far as you know. He's not showing any signs, but who knows?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Gerald. It was a lot of fun.
It was a blast.
Yes, thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
playing, everybody. I had a lot of fun putting it all together and just seeing what you did with it. And I will guarantee it was rarely what I thought.
He had an idea of what was happening in his head, and then we'd play it.
And then you just
what are we doing?
went left, and I...
Well, I mean, it's what happens when you got a homeless guy in Santa suit and Christmas Eve.
Right.
Christmas
Exactly.
And your dad and the scientist all survived. It was a Christmas miracle.
Exactly.
And somebody witnessed what looked like Krampus in a Santa outfit carrying a guy's body out of a window. So
Climb about halfway down the building and then get launched down an alley.
Who knew a toenail could start a nuclear war?
Right.
That's the other part. So, how did it end? Somebody threw a toenail at a big round ball thing, and we all exploded.
Toenail trippings set off a nuclear reaction. It's a big mess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
All
thanks
right,
for
y'all.
joining us. Thanks for joining the nightmare and chaos that we have thrown Gerald's way. If we do return, you'll be the first to know, of course. But if you can't wait till then, we do have our Wednesday night organized play game, as well as our GUI Reincarnate game on Saturdays. And if you're willing to join us on November 2nd, is the Extra Life Game Day. We have 3 games set up as of right now to do. Of course, it looks like we may be doing the GUI Reincarnate game, which is our usual Saturday night at the end of the night. But we're going to have a Star Wars Fantasy Flight game, one shot, which could evolve into something more. And then, of course, a Warhammer. You said it's Warhammer Fantasy?
Warhammer Fantasy 4th Ed.
There you go. That we'll be playing secondly. So it'll start at 11 o'clock in the morning, and it'll go to 11 o'clock at night. Because none of us want to get up any earlier than 11 o'clock on a Saturday, I believe. Anyway, you can join us for those. Thanks for enjoying the game. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together. Please keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. With that, have a good week.